So as an amateur chef, how would you, like if you were using the older stale spices and you were sort of tasting, you kind of knew something wasn't right. Like how would an amateur chef try and fix that? Did they just ram it with salt?
No, that's a good question. Well, one is you try your spices before you start cooking, and if you can, you replace them. So exactly what you're saying, like when you try something and it feels like something's missing or blunt or just a little bit like flat, you're not getting much from it, it's probably old. Okay, so then you replace it. If you've already gone through the point of using the dish and cooking it and it's cranky and blunt and bitter, there are a couple of things that you can do. So olive oil and butter combined, or ghee, in a pan, and just a little bit of seasoning in there, and heat it till it's hot and put it through the end of your dish.
Right.
Because ghee is sweet and creamy and rich, and so what that does is it brightens some of the darker character in there and adds an element of fat, and fat covers a lot of sins. Right, so if you're doing a bit of that. The other thing is, stay there. If it's a savoury dish, a little bit of fish sauce.
Oh yeah.
Because fish sauce has its umami, so that savoury taste, the sixth taste. But it also has the appearance of acidity, and it works well to filter through very dark spaces and to round out blunt flavour. So a spice that's old is going to be blunt and dark and bitter, and the fish sauce will just lift that up a little bit. And so by a little bit in a savoury dish, you might, like a couple of dashes and give it a stir and see how you're going. And that will do something to lift the flavour. You can't correct bad flavour when it's implemented at the bottom of the dish, but you can do things to correct it.
Cool.
Yeah.